Happy birthday to the one, the only, Dolly Parton. She turned 74 today. She's iconic. She's amazing. She's talented and so lovely at 74. Another beautiful and talented blonde is my next guest. She is so talented. She really started a revolution. Her name is Amanda Brinkman. She is the Chief Brand Officer for Deluxe Corporation. And several years ago, she started the Small Business Revolution. Hi there, Amanda.
Hi, Roshini. What an honor to be compared to the legend Dolly Parton in any small way, even if just by being blonde.
Well, and wouldn't it be fun to chat with her?
Oh my goodness! I mean, she's a spitfire, and 74. That is amazing. I feel like you're going to be like that at 74, though. You're still going to be doing amazing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Earlier in the show, I told Devin that my dream panel that I will try to pull together this year, if only by phone, but the two of them together, Betty White and Dolly Parton together on this show.
Oh my goodness, that would be.
Would you listen?
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
yeah.
How fun would that be?
Very fun.
It's like a talk show host dream. You have had some really fun, you've had a fun and really progressive life of this small business revolution. For people who've been living under a rock, tell them what Small Business Revolution is. You know, you launched it now 5 seasons ago.
Yeah, so the Small Business Revolution is a series, an original documentary series actually produced by Deluxe, where each season we revitalize a different small town's main street, and we do that through its small businesses. At Deluxe, we work with 4.5 million small businesses, and a few years ago we were celebrating our 100th anniversary, and we felt like instead of just doing something about ourselves in our centennial, we thought, let's turn the camera around and do something that really honors these small businesses that we've loved working with for over 100 years and continue to work with in new and different ways moving forward into the future. So the series is really kind of our love letter to small businesses. Instead of just kind of talking at them through a marketing campaign, we thought, let's put our money where our mouth is and walk alongside them. Let's put out a really great series that honors small businesses and is educational and inspiring to existing entrepreneurs. So that's what the series is. And yeah, we're about to enter into our 5th season. And the show's on Hulu, and Amazon Prime Video just picked it up this past season. So
congrats
there as well. Thank you.
Yeah. So I mean, and these different towns, you know, really want to be on your show. They want to be part of it. And I understand you've had tens of thousands of towns nominated, millions of votes cast. How do you first of all go about even figuring out which towns, which businesses you will travel to?
Well, it is a very rigorous process, and it's so hard because all of these businesses, or all these towns, you're right, we've had over 35,000 towns nominated over the course of the 5 seasons. And so it's very difficult to narrow it down. But we have a number of factors we look at: population size, you know, kind of need for something like the Small Business Revolution process. We like to always see that there's a certain sense of momentum already within the communities because we invest $500,000 in the winning town's main street. And while that's a sizable investment, that can't start something from nothing. So we really like to see that the town is already kind of moving forward in a progressive way. And then once we narrow it down, we have kind of a top 20 phase, and we look for social media activity and ask the towns to tell us about the small businesses that make their town unique. And then we actually put boots on the ground and go and visit the top 10 communities. And then after that visit, we make the very difficult decision to narrow it down to the top 5, and then the public votes from there.
Right, and let's talk about those top 5. So I watched the video where you and your co-host Ty Pennington announced the 5 cities, and they are, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Benicia, California?
Benicia.
Benicia,
yep.
Fredonia,
Yep.
New York, Livingston, Montana, Spearfish, South Dakota, and is it the Dalles, Oregon?
The Dalles.
The Dalles, Oregon. All right, so what was it? Can you tell us about these that made them the ones that are what we're all going to now be able to vote on?
They were just all really, again, had that momentum that we like to see. They really were ready for a revolution, not to take the word lightly, but they really recognize that there's something great going on in their town and they need to continue to invest in it. They all really had great small businesses. So, over the course of the 5 seasons, we've put together a pretty incredible catalog of different kinds of businesses. We, of course, every season feature a restaurant or two in a retail shop, two of the top leading categories within the small business segment. But we also love to feature niche small businesses as well so that the viewers can see themselves in these stories. So we featured a recording studio, we've featured a boxing gym, an early childhood learning center, the list goes on. So whenever we're looking for kind of that next town, we're always looking for interesting, different kinds of businesses as well. And we saw that in all 5 of these communities. We're definitely looking for strong leadership from beyond just the civic leaders, because that's what we feel is so important in these small towns. You can't just wait and rely on the mayor or, the head of the Chamber of Commerce to activate that kind of change you want to see in your community. We really need to see local residents and small business owners actively a part of moving their community forward. And we really saw that in all 5 of these towns. And we were also excited. We had a lot of nominations from the West. And in past seasons, we've featured a town in Indiana. We've been to Bristolboro, Pennsylvania, Searcy, Arkansas, and Alton, Illinois. And so we've kind of been in the Midwest. And so we were excited about some of these West Coast nominations too, just to kind of round out the geographic diversity of where we've been.
Right, which is really fabulous. You also have some celebrity, I guess, coaches. I don't know if that's the right term, but one of them, and she's a regular guest on this show, Kim Bartman, of her restaurant group. So you have other people who weigh in and give support and advice along with you and Ty to these different businesses.
Yeah, we feel like that's so important. So, each season is 8 episodes. Episode 1 and 8 are about the towns themselves, but episodes 2 through 7, so 6 of the episodes, each episode is about an individual small business. And so I help them with the marketing, and my team at Deluxe does the marketing makeovers. Ty works with local contractors on spending that Deluxe budget that we invest into the community to make physical renovations to the businesses space. And then you see us giving financial advice to the businesses. We're really excited US Bank is joining us this year to give that financial advice as a partner to the show. And then we always bring in, to your point, very industry-specific experts. So again, if it's a restaurant, we bring in someone who has ran successful restaurants. If it's a boxing gym, we bring in someone who has ran successful gyms, because some of those operational idiosyncrasies really do vary by industry. And we want to always make sure that we're, and again, in each episode, we're really focusing on kind of those business resources of helping the small business get back in great shape. We never have to affect their passion for what they're doing. We never have to try and make them better at what they're doing. It's really all about those business resources. So again, marketing, finance, operations, the things that usually don't come as naturally or aren't as fun to small business owners to focus on.
Yeah, those are not always the sexy topics, but they're so important. And you've seen everything from business owners finally able to draw a paycheck, which is just big, to huge increases in sales, to even property values on the rise and vacancy rates drop in the towns that you feature. I think that is just brilliant, Amanda.
Thank you. I think I'm very proud to work at a company that's really, again, putting its money where our mouth is. I speak on this topic a lot of brands, not just saying they have a brand purpose, but truly demonstrating that through brand action. How can you be making the lives of your customer base better beyond just selling them things? And I'm very proud that at Deluxe, that is exactly what we're doing. We don't just say we love small businesses, we're showing it. We believe in the products and services that we provide for small businesses, but we're demonstrating that through this series, what a difference something like a website or business cards or a professional logo or finally getting a handle on your social media presence, what that can make and in terms of a difference for these small businesses. And then I'm also just really passionate about brands as publishers. Branded content isn't new to the marketing category, and product placement has been around since the beginning of entertainment. But this is something different. We're really owning our own narrative. We're really going out there and pushing out an entire series about the importance of small businesses, which is, again, something we're really passionate about. So instead of waiting for someone else to make a show with the right heart and spirit, we just did it ourselves.
Yeah, which is fabulous. I'm talking with Amanda Brinkman. She's Chief Brand Officer for Deluxe. She's also co-host of Small Business Revolution, which you can find on Hulu. And she was recently named to the board of directors for Answer Innovation. Congratulations, Amanda.
Thank you very much. I'm loving seeing this trend of more and more women on boards, and it's a really incredible organization that really kind of helps make for self-care within the home and independence be a longer sustaining option. And so I'm really proud that not only is the company putting out something that improves quality of life, but quality of care.
Which is so great. All right, people can now get in on the act. They can vote for one of these towns and businesses in those towns. They have what, just a couple more days?
Yes, our voting closes at the end of the day on Tuesday, the 21st. So yes, about two and a half days or so.
Right. And so where do they go? How do they vote? Give them some advice.
So go to smallbusinessrevolution.org, and there you can place your vote for where you think we should be headed for season 5 and who should receive that $500,000 investment from Deluxe. Again, smallbusinessrevolution.org. And actually, the entire series is available there, too. If people don't have Hulu or Prime and they're interested in watching the show, you can just stream it online right through the website. Again, smallbusinessrevolution.org.
Very easy. Well, Amanda, thank you so much. It is always wonderful chatting with you. Congratulations on the success of what you started 5 seasons ago and really bringing a new life to the Deluxe brand, but also inspiring other brands all over the country. I think it's fabulous.
Well, thank you. You've been a supporter from the beginning. You always know how to predict a winner. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks. I remember being at your premiere party with your former co-host when the first film debuted to a live audience, which was so fabulous. And, you know, who would have ever thought this is where it would go, Amanda?
I know. It's exciting. I just think when brands really invest in something that matters out in the world, I think good things happen from that. So that I think the authenticity and genuineness behind all of this is part of the magic secret formula.
This is great. Well, thank you so much. Good luck as voting with your team as voting comes in, and have fun this season.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.